Hey guys, so I'm sure you've already heard PSA changed the grading standards, right? And I think they were put into a weird spot. And despite having the most market share, the most control of the market, they were kind of forced to adapt. Like for the past few years now, they've been behind the other companies as far as grading standards. The Beckett Black Label, pristine tins from CGC or Tag, and I think over time these higher tiers of grading from these other companies can alter the perception of what a PSA 10 is. Maybe some viewing PSA 10 as less than, even still despite it being the most popular. And now I believe personally that PSA has a pretty good ear to the ground and a feel for what their fans want as far as the secondary market goes. And I think if they would have came out with a more higher tier slab, having mimicked those of their competitors, they're probably aware that releasing something like that would impact the rest of the market the same way it did with CGC when they had everyone return their cards for them to get upgraded. That whole situation, the mess that caused. So they're probably aware that releasing a new slab entirely would impact the rest of the market. So avoiding that path and creating an entire new tier of PSA slab, they decided to upgrade their standards to compete with the other more companies, making their tin even more viable than what it was before. Now, PSA stated that this metric has been in place for months now, but personally I have friends that still send in 60/40 cards and are still able to pull tins. So it still just goes to show that all this is subjective and full of human error anyways, but it still also begs the question, something my friend Shook Nasty touched on as well in one of his videos: will the older cert tins be looked at the same, and will that affect how others look at them? Now I understand most people that aren't this far down the rabbit hole likely won't even care or notice, right? But for those of us that are in Wonderland, does it matter to you, or will you judge them more harshly? Will you look at older certs the same and think that's maybe not a true 10 if you're looking for a potential collection item, or do you really care? If you're like me and you sent in cards while this change happened, the best way to combat that is just to pre-grade to the best of your ability, like you're supposed to be doing anyways, right? So that's all I got, guys. I hope you do well. Have a great rest of your day. I'll catch you later.